So I took on yesterday's challenge to sweat every day for 100 days. When I first heard about this challenge, I honestly didn't think it applied to me, mostly because I already work out pretty much every single day. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that 100 Days of Sweat wasn't so much a fitness challenge as it was an opportunity to make the commitment to cultivate a healthy mindset by instilling small habits every single day. I saw it as a way to take control over the way that I viewed myself. Of course, I had physical goals as well, but the main reason that I did it was because I wanted to take control back over my life, which is something I had worked so hard to do, but felt like I had lost in a matter of moments. Growing up, I was always insecure over my body, the way I looked. The feeling that I wasn't skinny enough was something that I struggled with for years. My issues with body image stem from a lot of different sources, but it's something that's really played into making me who I am today. And I tell you guys all of this because I know that I'm not the only one. I was obviously super self-conscious, but that all changed the moment that someone who I really care about introduced me to the gym and taught me how to lift weights. To say that I became hooked is an understatement. I became obsessed. I went from being a girl who was extremely weak to being someone who craved the gym. I obviously started to see changes in my body, and I would begin to document them obsessively. I loved who I was becoming, but that fear of sliding back into who I was drove me to track every single nutrient, every single macro that I put into my body. I was working out and I was healthy and I was trying to be fit, and people would ask me for fitness advice, and I even considered becoming a personal trainer. But mentally, I was just not there. The sad part of this was that even though I had achieved this body I had always wanted, I didn't even realize I had it when I did. Looking back on old progress photos, I think, wow, I was super skinny, but I didn't even realize it. What I did realize was that I had created an unsustainable lifestyle, and so I reevaluated. I began focusing on intuitive eating healthy foods, and exercising only when it made me happy and it wasn't stressing me out. I didn't want to beat myself up every time I went to a birthday party and wanted a piece of cake. I wanted to find that balance. As I was finally beginning to get a grasp on trying to love my body, I went through an experience that severely altered the way that I viewed my body and the control that I thought I had. My privacy was compromised. The body that I'd worked so hard to have was used without my permission for somebody else's gain. My control over my own body became a twisted illusion to me at that point. On the outside, people looked at me and told me I was strong and fearless and lucky to live the life that I had. But honestly, that was not my reality. And then I heard about Yes Theory's 100 Days of Sweat challenge. I realized that I had never made a prolonged commitment to myself that I'd actually followed through with. And I thought, what better way to take control of your mind, body, and soul than to commit to doing something every single day that's guaranteed to improve your quality of life? But it was hard. Even though I'm a self-proclaimed gym rat already, it's not easy to do anything for 100 days. When I committed to actually doing it though, I made sure to tell all of you guys, everyone on Instagram, all 42,000 of you, that I was doing it so I could be held accountable. And you guys did keep me accountable, and I loved it. As I was looking back at this journey and reflecting on what I did for each of those 100 days, I realized that I was actually gone away from home for 48 of those 100 days. So for half of my 100 days of sweat, I wasn't even home in the comfort of my own routine and my own gym. So that made the challenge extra challenging, but it also made it extra rewarding. Throughout this process, I proved to myself that I had ownership over my own body. What I did with it, how I chose to treat it, no matter where I was, what excuses I made, it was in my control, my ownership. I realized that I could do it, and I did it. I did it. I did the thing. Now, what makes this whole experience 10 times greater was that for my last 30 days, I challenged you guys to join in with me. I wanted you guys to feel the positive benefits that I was getting in your own lives. It made me so ecstatic to see how many of you eagerly jumped in and went into it full force. I did bribe you guys with one epic surprise for one person who completed the challenge. But the fact that you guys were so eager to do it anyways really filled my heart full of love, and I just loved seeing all those messages from you guys of the workouts you were doing and how great you were doing. Honestly, it motivated me, inspired me beyond what you could even imagine. Since I know y'all are dying to know who that winner is and what the epic surprise is that I promised, stay tuned to the end and I'll make sure to announce the winner. But the moral of this video is that I wanted to thank Yes Theory for creating this challenge because it honestly changed my life. But not in the way that most people would think. Did I see physical changes? Yes, I did. But I'm not even gonna post them in this video because to me, it wasn't about that. because the before and after growth that my emotional and mental well-being went through was so much greater and so much more important to me. Our bodies are always changing. They fluctuate. No matter how healthy you are, no matter how much you work out. Yes, strive for those body goals and try to be in the best shape of your life. But if you don't actually love yourself to your core, none of that is ever going to matter. And you'll never, ever be satisfied. I did 100 Days of Sweat because I wanted to gain control back over my life. And I wanted to feel like I was making a small step into becoming a better me every single day. One small positive habit done every single day will have huge insurmountable effects on your life that can stay with you forever. Thank you guys so much for encouraging me and motivating me through these 100 days, and thank you so much for joining me in for those last 30 days. Honestly, the growth that I've seen in myself throughout these 100 days is more than I ever thought was possible. I realized that true happiness comes from first accepting yourself and loving who you are and being happy with where you are in your current stage of life. I was gonna do my hair and put on makeup for this video, but then I thought, I don't want to. And why should I have to? Because I love who I am. You should never feel the need to change who you are to please somebody else. 100 Days of Sweat got me physically stronger than I ever was before, but it also made me more mentally tough, made me realize that I don't need validation from others to find my own self-worth. And on that note, I want to show you guys a quick look back at my 100 Days of Sweat. It's really cool actually to look back and see everything that I did, everything I was able to accomplish. But it wasn't without the help and support from you guys, my friends and my family. But make sure you guys stay tuned to the end for a special announcement. And remember, with everything, always be kind and never stop chasing your goals.
Yeah! Let's go! Like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Return to the Mac. Get on what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up. First shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, on my INDEPENDENT. But so we put our hands up. Let's go!
Here's the sweat. Day 100 is complete. I just finished my 100th workout. I did 10 exercises, 100 reps of each, so I did 1,000 reps today. So I literally just finished my 100th day of sweat just now, hence the sweaty appearance. But I wanted to announce the winner of my 30-day sweat challenge, and the winner is... I was just super impressed by the dedication and the enthusiasm throughout the whole challenge. Honestly, it was really hard to pick one winner because you guys all put in so much effort, and I'm so proud of every single one of you, and I really wish I could choose every single one of you, but hopefully you found it beneficial regardless of if you won or not. So, what is this epic prize? Well, I'm gonna take you skydiving, and you're not going alone. I'm coming with you. Me, you, jumping out of a plane. See you there.